Good morning, students. I hope you are watching the videos and completing your work. So, last class we have studied about the macro and micronutrient. Today we will study about the manure, fertilizer, and other cropping patterns and other things that is being required in the agricultural practices. So, about the manure and fertilizer, you have studied in class 8 also. So, manure is a partially decomposed organic matter derived from plant and animal waste, which is added to the soil to increase its fertility. So, to increase the fertility, we add the manure. Macro and micronutrient you have studied, that nutrient are being supplied either by the soil, water, or air. So, when the plants are being grown in the same field for a longer period of time, the soil loses its fertility, and that fertility can be increased by adding the manure or fertilizer. So there are various type of manure according to the type they have been prepared. So first is the compost. Compost uses the organic remains. Compost is a mixture of decomposed organic matter derived from vegetable waste, garbage, sewage, sludge, animal refuse, domestic waste, straw, eradicated weeds, etc. So these are the compost which is being prepared by the animal or the plant waste. But to increase the rate of composting, if we add the earthworm, then it is known as the process is known as the vermicomposting, and the compost prepared by that is known as the vermicompost. Now, next is the green manure. Green manure is formed inside the soil from the young green crop lands plugged back into the soil. It means that the leguminous plant, as they are having the root nodules, they can fix the atmospheric nitrogen. So that plants are grown in the field when they are younger. Then again it is being mulched back into the soil. So when they decompose, they prepare the manure, and that manure is known as the green manure. Now, next is the fertilizer. Fertilizer is mainly made up of NPK, that is the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. These are the macronutrients. So, fertilizers are commercially produced chemical formulations that provide nutrients to the crop plant for overcoming soil deficiency, enhancing their growth and yield. So, this fertilizer provide the macronutrient to the soil, that is the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Now, next is the organic farming. So, organic farming is the practice of raising the unpolluted crops through the use of the manures, biofertilizers, and biopesticide with healthy cropping system that provide optimum nutrient to plant and keep the pest as well as the weeds under control. So here in organic farming we are not using any chemical. Whatever the means the pesticide, fertilizers, whatever the thing is there, we use the herbal product or the biofertilizer, biopesticide, so that they does not cause any harm to our body. So this type of farming where we are not using any chemical is known as the organic farming. Now next topic is irrigation. So irrigation is the process of supplying water to the crop plant through human efforts by means of the canals, well, tank, river, etc. And this process is known as the irrigation. So we irrigate the plant or the crops so that the plant get the nutrient, and they get the nutrient from the soil. So plant absorb the nutrient. When this nutrient get dissolved in the water, then only the plant absorb it. Now next topic is cropping pattern. So cropping pattern is the model of raising crop which help in obtaining maximum benefit from the same piece of land, reduce the risk of crop failure, disease, and infestation. So cropping pattern is the pattern in which we grow the crop so that the farmer will have the maximum output of that. Or if just in any case if the crop failure is there, then the farmer will not have the loss, because if one crop get failed, the other will be ready for the farmer. So among the cropping pattern, mainly three types of cropping pattern is there. First is mixed cropping. So mixed cropping is the technique of growing two or more different crop together in the same field. The technique is an insurance against crop failure due to adverse weather and attack of the pathogen and pest. So this mixed cropping means growing two or more crop in the means different crop together in the same field. Now next is the intercropping. Intercropping is the process of growing two or more crops simultaneously in different strips or rows in a definite row pattern. So this row pattern can be in the ratio of 1:2 or 1:1, 1:3. It can be at any ratio. So one of the row will have the one crop, like A crop is grown in one row, and then the B crop is grown in the other row. So this way the intercropping can be done. Now next is the crop rotation. So crop rotation is the process of growing different crop on the same piece of land in a pre-planned succession is called crop rotation. For example, if we grow the same crop in the same piece of land, then what happened? The crop drive the particular type of nutrient from the soil, and the soil become deprived of the particular nutrient. So in that case, the crop rotation is being done. So crop rotation is being done means in between the two crop we use the or we sow the leguminous plant, so that whatever the loss macronutrient is being lost, that will again regain by the soil, because these leguminous plants are having the root nodules where the nitrogen fixing bacteria live, and they again enrich the soil with the nitrogen. So we do the crop rotation in a pre-planned manner, so that in between the two crop the barren land can be used to grow the crop as well as to replenish the nutrient also. Now next is the crop protection management. So when the crop is being grown, need to protect also. So now crop can be protected from the insects, pest, weed, etc. So to control the insect, pests or the weed, we use the different chemicals known as the insecticide, pesticide, weedicide, etc. So taking care of protecting crop from their pest, pathogen and weed is called the crop protection management. So insects, weeds can be killed by the insecticide or the pesticide. Next is weed. Weed is the unwanted plant that grows along with our main crop and compete with the main crop for the food, sunlight, water, etc. So that are known as the weed. Or we can say that the weeds are the unwanted plant which grow along with a cultivated crop, and it's called the weed. Now methods of weed control. How can we control these weeds? So there are mainly three methods to control the weed. First one is the mechanical method. Mechanical method means to uproot the weed, and this uprooting can be done with the help of the trowel, or you can say the khurpi, or manually also we can uproot the weeds. Next is the chemical method. In chemical method we use the weedicide to kill the weeds. So this weedicide does not harm the main crop, rather it kill the weeds only. And next is the biological method. In biological method we deliberately use the insects or the birds that only eat the weeds, and they does not cause harm to the main crop. So these are the methods of the weed control. So next class we will study about the storage of the food and about the animal husbandry also. So I think you must have understood the chapter. If you have any doubt, you can ask through the WhatsApp group or through the campus care. Thank you.